Good evening, good evening, good evening. Guys, we have, as I promised, a live update because we have had our first drop surprise. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it, what that surprise was and how it all shook out. We're going to talk about the leaderboard. We're going to talk about the points and how many have been burned, all that good stuff, give a good update. But not a lot of craziness going on, not a lot of things to update on, but definitely want to cover this drop surprise that happened today. So welcome in. Thanks for joining me tonight. Be sure to hit the like button and all that good stuff. Feel free to chat away in the chat. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and what you guys are thinking, what you think of this surprise and all that good stuff. So let's make this interactive as much as possible, and I'll engage with everybody who comments. So let's get this thing started. We've got the drop leaderboard. I think last time we moved into the 130th spot, something like that. So we're going to be looking at where we are on the leaderboard. And I'm going to do an audio check real quick. Yep, it's going good. All right. So, yeah, we're going to check the leaderboard, find out where are we at, what we have, what our competition's like. Do we need to make any moves to get into the top 150? All of those good things. So 142, Schaefer says, 142. We're going to pull that up, take a look at it right now. So let's go over to the Droppp Arcade. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Milky? All right, so here is the leaderboard. Let me get it up on my screen so I can see. Currently, well, we'll get into that here. So yeah, season rank currently I'm at 152. So we were at 142 last week, 152 now currently are on the last live, now 152 on this live. Season score 50,000 points, 512. And let's see. Total players, 2,605. Total items converted. So this has made a little bit of a jump, but nothing significant. We are popping in the show me state says, I love surprises. I agree. Items converted 1.5 million. Now we have hit the 1.5 million mark. Points converted 65,966,688. And 333rd place score is 36,318 points. So that's where they are at. We still have 63 days, 7 hours, 57 minutes, and 876 seconds left. That's where we're at. So leaderboard looks the same. Pop and Craze up top. Retry, Bulldoggy, these two right here. These are the same top 5 as previously reported. But I will say that some moves definitely have been made on the day. So let's pull this off here. Well, let's actually go back. Let me look at, if you go down here to my rank, you'll see right here, 152. So we can move 2 places, get to back into the 150. We only need about 1,000 points, not even 800 points. So we could move back up into the top 150 before the day's over. And then we'll jump down to the rank 333. Confirm that. Rubber 11 is sitting at 36,318 points in that 333rd spot. So that's where we're at there. Gucci Gang is just below that at 334. That is the rank that we are watching, so that if we can get this physical, we will gift it to that 334th spot if we can determine who exactly that is. So let's talk about the announcement that was made today and go over to the Discord and show you exactly what announcement was made. So, okay. Well, first of all, let me show you the drop activity from the Discord. So we're going to show that here real quick. Let me get it on the screen for you guys. This is everything that dropped. What's up, Laney Lane? What's up, Austin Norwood? This is everything. Oh, I got to go to the Discord. What am I looking for? All right. So this is April 15th right here, 2025. This is everything that has been burned for points and what the rankings change and so forth. So everything that I'm scrolling through here shows everything that's been burned today, who's made moves, what kind of moves they've made, etc. So got a lot of activity today, but no major huge moves that I could see. Here's an 8-point just to get in the game. 100 moved up to 278, moved up to 133 from 134. So nothing like crazy big moves, but that's kind of where we're at there with that. Then if we go up here to the announcements, you will see that here was the surprise. This is the big surprise for today. And this is what we got. So physical prototype giveaway. The Droppp Arcade player who is currently in first place on the arcade leaderboard will receive a physical digital pop prototype. That's pretty freaking cool. To celebrate this accomplishment, congrats to Poppin' Craze, who is in the number 1 spot, and he will get that prototype. Premium pack giveaway. Droppp Arcade players who are currently in second and third got the premium digital pack or digital pop pack, and that goes to Retry and Bulldoggy. So then 8 standard packs were given to random players that have participated in the Droppp Arcade, and those winners are listed there as well. You can go through those if you like, but that's who is currently who got the 8 surprise packs from today. So let's talk about it. We've all been waiting for a surprise, right? This is big news. We've all been waiting for it. We wanted to see the surprise. What's going to happen? What's Droppp going to do? My thought process this whole time has been, what are we going to do to stimulate the market? What are we going to do to get people buying and participating and going big on the Droppp Arcade? What's going to move the values to get people to buy, sell, and burn? And that's kind of what I've been hoping for. And I'm not saying that is not going to come, but I'm going to say that that's not what today was. That is not today's surprise. Going to make folks go for the top spot. I bet someone in the 333 will get something too in a future surprise. Possibly so. Here's why I don't think that had a major, despite what I just showed you in the Droppp Arcade Discord, which showed all of the activity that's happened today. This is why I don't think it's going to make a major impact. Those top 3 wallets, those top 5 wallets, those guys on the top of the leaderboard right now, most of the people on this leaderboard don't have the ability to reach that top spot without going and buying a whole collection of stuff off of Droppp or Atomic Hub or wherever. So are people going to be running to buy up NFTs so they can hit that top spot, hoping that they get something in the future? Because there's no guarantee that there'll be another surprise that is like that. Laney Lane says, yeah, this ain't moving the needle. I agree. Schaefer says, I probably would have wanted the prototype more than the one of 333. And I think, personally, if they would have said, okay, here's the deadline, you have 5 days, and Top Spot gets this prototype, things could have gotten crazy, right? You could have given all these top guys something to go for, and you got 5 days to get there, and we start flooding the market. People are buying stuff. People are burning stuff. We got wild craziness movement at the top of the leaderboard, and we're fighting for that top overall spot to get that prototype. I think that would have been a heavily desired item to get. But they didn't do it that way. They just said, boom, surprise, this person gets it. All the prizes are awarded. There's no incentive to do anything else at this moment other than maybe compete for a future surprise that may or may not follow that pattern. So, yeah, Papa Missouri says, I agree, Mark, and also says, yes, Laney, not much going to change. I agree. They need to incentivize people to make moves. That's kind of where my head's at, right? And what's up, Obsessed with Horror? Good evening. Good evening. A heads up is the difference between 2 million burned and 10 million burned. That's what I'm saying. And it wasn't even 2 million burned. It was 200,000 burned, right? Because we were at 4.8 on the last live stream, and today we're at 5 million. And those 200,000 got burned over the last week or 4 days since I've been live. So it's not even a reaction to the announcement today, because the majority of the ones that I showed you that had movement and activity all happened prior to the announcement being made. So I don't see this really doing anything. The prizes are already given out. I love the fact that they're doing that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, trashing on them for not, for doing this. I think it's great to reward the people who have participated, to reward the people who have the top spots. All that I think is great. I just would have liked to have seen something that engaged the people to be more active in the buy, sell, and burning activities that make the arcade what it is. So, what was the data on the surprise? Time of day it dropped, days passed since launch. Could it be an indicator? No, there was no information at all. It just said, I think we all knew that there were going to be surprises along the way, but we didn't really know what. And today they just randomly announced this surprise. So again, I mean, a lot of people have been calling for a lot of different things. I've been saying, "What's up, Johnny Knight?" I've been saying, what are they going to do to stimulate the market again, to get people burning, to get people active, to get people things going, get this thing moving again. And I really thought the first surprise would be something to just re-engage everyone back into this. And unfortunately, I think while this is awesome, and I am very happy for the winners, I don't think this accomplished that goal. I don't think this stimulated anything, and we'll be waiting for the next surprise. Now, who knows? Maybe the next surprise comes tomorrow. Maybe it comes 3 weeks from now. I don't know. That's kind of what I love and what draws me to this whole thing. But this doesn't make me want to rush and burn, 150 or 250,000 points to get to that top of that leaderboard, because as we can see, and I'll go back here and show this one more time. Let me get this screen shared. Leaderboard. I hate how this does this. All right, add it to the stage. Okay, so if we go back here and look, we go to the top of the leaderboard. Look at this inventory. So this is the top spot. I could go all in and get that number one spot, and he could destroy me in using a fraction of what he has left in his inventory. I don't know about the rest of these, but he's still got a 101, some Grails, Legendaries, Royalties, Series Coin, whatever. A lot of these guys are going to be, and who knows if this is their only wallet. These guys might have other wallets, but this guy has enough that he could go heavy and destroy me as well. So there's no incentive for me to go and say, okay, I'm going to rush out and move up the leaderboard to this 304,000 while I'm sitting at 50, right? So I've got to get 254,000 points. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to burn a significant portion of my wallet. So to do that, I could get there, but I'd only be there for a minute. What if they did like a 1-day window where those points are added to your overall total, but that those points burned in the 24-hour window had a leaderboard for pack? Yeah, exactly. Anything like that would be kind of cool. Something where it's even if it's a double points day or something where they throw something in there that encourages people to burn or maybe buy up some more stuff, anything else like that. But thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. Don't forget to smash the like button. I only see like 3 likes. Okay, that's all right. No worries. Guys, if you are inclined, please smash that like button. But Austin, I like what you're saying here. Do like a 24-hour window, and where all the points burned within that 24 hours, it has its own side leaderboard and gets you prizes. I definitely think there's something to rewarding the guys that are heaviest playing in this. Don't get me wrong. I think that prototype is an awesome thing. I just think it would have been cool if we could have had, or maybe this is a perfect drop for the first, or perfect surprise for the first one. But then moving forward, maybe we have another one where we get like a 3-day heads up. All right, 3 days from now, whoever's at the top spot, we're going to do this thing, whatever it is. And then even if it's a specialty NFT, because that's what we're all doing here. So we could go and chase that, burn a bunch of stuff, go after it hardcore for a couple of days, and then boom, see what happens, who's on top. They should do a day where random burns get a few more points per burn. That way No one knows until they burn them if they get extra points. What's up, Jeremy Knapp? Yeah, I mean, anything like that would be cool. Or even if they announced it, even if it wasn't a random, random number, if they just said like, okay, all commons are worth 20 points instead of 8. And then all of a sudden you have this mad flow of common burns, and maybe we make the needle move a little bit in the common market, something like that. But, I mean, overall, I would say I think my wallet's only gone up roughly 100, less than $100. So that's it. I'm burning everything in my wallet. Oh, wait. You don't have nothing left in your wallet. I think that, yeah, I mean, they could do it either way. I've only seen about $100 movement, less than $100 movement and it was fast. It was like the first day I saw a spike in the value of the wallet. And then after that, it kind of slowed down. And then it didn't move for several days and really much at all since the last live stream. And then we did the surprise today, and there was a little tiny movement, but really there's nothing that's pushing that momentum towards lifting the floor prices of these NFTs at the moment. Again, it's early. We have, whatever I said, 60 some days left. What do we got here? We've got 60, I can't read it on that little screen, 63 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds. So, I mean, so much can happen between now and then. So much can happen between now and then. So I'm not giving up on it yet. I just want something that I love the rewards for the people who are participating, but I want to see something that stimulates the market. That's all I'm looking for. What do you guys want to see? What do you think they could do? I mean, we've talked about a few things like a one-day window with a separate leaderboard. We've talked about bonus points or whatever, random burns, get a few more points per burn, and no one knows until they burn them. I say, like double point Tuesday or whatever, just do something where one day, it gets things going, or some competition of who burns the most and one day gets, this special drop NFT or some physical prize, whatever it might be. I don't know. That's kind of where my head's at, but I'd be curious to see what other fun things people could come up with that would maybe move the market or move the needle a little bit. It's kind of tough. We're still in a weird time where it's early. There's so much time left. There's so much time for things to happen, and we're waiting until the last days to see who makes those power moves to get wherever on the leaderboard, stay in that top 333. I would have loved to have seen this be 30 days, this Droppp Arcade, and then roll into the next one and continue to go. Moving forward, we continue to do these with different redemptions, but it's tough. The original 90 days that we had is lengthy. That's a lot of time. So I don't know. Not a lot to go over on any of that. We did a deep dive into poppinstock.com. We did a deep dive into other trackers. I can never remember the name of that one. It is pretty dragged out. I agree, Annie. It's just too long, in my opinion. But I mean, all good things come to those who wait, right? In this market, we've been waiting. You get into a drop, you do something, you buy it, whatever. You get the physical, and then it takes half a year to get it to you. And I mean, we understand we're gonna have to wait, but this just seems like it's for the purpose of what it's trying to do. Feels to me like it's a little bit long. We could have shortened the window and created more energy behind it and kept it going. I love it. I'm still excited about it. I'm not as excited about it as I was that first week that it came out, but it isn't because anything's changed with it. It's just that there's nothing happening. So it's hard to come live and talk about, nothing's changed. But, when something exciting happens, it's going to be fun to continue to come on here and talk about it. So I'm definitely still participating. We're still in it for the long haul. Still in it to win it on that 333 leaderboard. So we're going to go that route. But let me see what else I've got here that I can show you guys. I don't have anything queued up. We went over what the surprise was. 8 wallets did get a standard pack, and then second and third place got a premium pack. I don't know what those packs are. I'd be curious what those packs are, just because I don't know. They didn't say, but I would be a little bit curious. I will show you. Let me pull this up here real quick. Atomic Hub. No, it'd be Droppp. What am I doing here? All right. Let me get logged into my Droppp and show you some moves that I've made. All right. So we're going to share screen. All right. So here are some moves that I made this week just for fun. I went through and bought some packs. So far, I've pulled the Franny Funko Grail riding the reindeer. I still have the 2 Doodle Freddies, including the 777 mint number, which I love. What about the prize disparity? The first place and second and third seems like a big difference. I agree it's a big difference, but, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sure they're saving the other prototype for, season 2, series 2, and third one for series 3, that sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know if they're sitting on any others. So I'd be curious to see what else they could have done, but there's not a lot in the way of physicals that they could have done because they don't have any like non-redeemed previous NFT Funkos or anything like that. So it had to be something Droppp related, which would be either a Droppp sticker or a premium pack or maybe a mythic pack or something else. But yeah, that is a big variance between first and then second and third. But I respect it. It's all right. So that's the Grails. This week, legendary wise, I came up with the Woody and the Freddy Funko as Snowman. Those came out of packs that I opened this week. And we still have 4 damaged boxes and a Fun Days sandwich. And then if I go to here, I still have 2 royalty sets. Got the 5 legendary and 2 Grail. And then I think Toy Story was the only other one. I got 2 Ultras, so I got 2 of the Scuds and 1 of the Woodies. Those are the moves. Those are the plays I've made this week just for fun to keep opening packs and do things. But nothing terribly exciting. Just glad that I'm buying packs and enjoying the ride again. I'll probably sell the redemption tokens if I'm being honest. The Franny Funko on the reindeer and the snowman, I think we get the redemption tokens tomorrow. So those will go on the market. I'll keep checking on that and see what happens. See if I sell those or wait till they come physical. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. We'll think about it tomorrow. Austin says, it makes me think that season 2 will hit harder since people know a proto could be a likely mid-season prize. Yeah, that's a great point. I hadn't really thought about that, but that is a great point. I just still know that, actually, I don't know this for a fact, but my impression is that 1% of the active wallets hold 90% of the total NFT population. I mean, those numbers are probably off, but it's so hard to compete for that number 1 spot because there are so many out there who were ahead of this game and were buying up everything they could after redemption for 5 cents, 2 cents, 1 cent. The series coins were nothing for the longest time. People were just going back and buying all of that stuff up and stockpiling this massive inventory of NFTs. And, I was doing it back in the day, but I didn't have the foresight to see this Droppp Arcade coming. So I, over time, sold a lot of stuff off or traded a lot of stuff off, that kind of thing. But yeah, Pop and Craze can go number 1 literally anytime he wants. But I do think that there's one or two others out there that I know of that could overtake that spot pretty, I don't want to say pretty easily, but I know there's a couple other wallets out there that are massive. And I don't even know if they're participating at this point. I like them to do physical coins. I love to try to get one of each set. I have wanted digital coins. Well, no, I love the digital coins, the series coins. Mitchie has been a huge proponent of real series coins, ones that you can hold in your hand. So she's talked about that forever. I agree. I think that would be very, very cool. But, so far there's none in existence. So anybody that stamps out coins, that'd be pretty dang cool. Pop it in the show me state. I got a job for you. I mean, Poppin' Craze has a monster wallet. You guys saw it. We just showed it. Monster wallet. I know there's a few others out there that have monster wallets. So I'm not going to be surprised if somebody overtakes that, especially now that they know the top prize, there could be another surprise that rewards the number one spot. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something else came down the road, even in series one, where the leaders were rewarded with something. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised by that at all. I'm just going to be surprised if they don't do anything that really drives people into the market, people into burning and getting things going. Milky says, I still have my Dr. Crypto Bitcoin. That's good. That's good. Probably tripled in value since I gave it to you. And 3 times 0 is what? Although it's a good time to hold Bitcoin, I guess, if you're maybe not. I don't know about right now. It was a good time to hold it back in a little while ago when it hit that all-time high of 103. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Blaze? So that's kind of where my head is at. I would love to see more. Oh, so the other thing I want to talk about is we haven't had an announcement since April Fool's. Like, I'm ready. What's the next IP? What's the next drop? What are we going to get? What's coming up? And when are they going to release it? I'm ready for the next NFT drop. Anybody think they know what it's going to be, or any ideas what it might be? Any thoughts of what you'd want to see it be? And for those of you that don't collect NFTs, what would get you in and started in NFTs if they came out with them, I guess, is the question. I would love to see more sodas come back into the NFT redemption. So I'd like to see another, NFT redeemable soda. I think that'd be cool. We really haven't done one since Scooby-Doo. Maybe, Scooby-Doo, Witch Doctor, and then the Mummy from the original Funko Halloween. I think those are our only 2 sodas so far. So I'd like to see that. And now that they're kind of doing sodas again, maybe they will be cool in my opinion. Yes, Anthony, you definitely drink them. They're quite delicious. I have a couple of them right here. This is the Jessica Rabbit soda. It's it's quite delicious. Quite delicious. I'd like a Last of Us series. Okay. Mark Schaefer, right on time with the what's an NFT. Did they remove drop monsters from the market? No, I don't think so. Let's go look. Okay, let's go over here and go to Marketplace. Actually, you know what? The only way I know how to get there is to go this way. Scroll down through your collection tracker and find drop monsters, which is going to be down here. I probably missed it. Definitely missed it. I don't know how. Did I miss it, or is it just not in here? Okay. All right. Now you got me thinking. All right. So let's go to, That's the only way to do that. All right. Hang on. I'm looking. Yes, it's cherry flavored. Okay. Drop stickers. We'll go through this one more time and see if I can't find it. Stop me if you see it and I miss it. Do, 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 do. All right. Fright Night, The Brave. Okay. No. Press Day. Funko Fun Days. Bonus. Yeah, I'll try the drops tab. Yes, the old cogwheel. Okay, well, it's not there, so we'll go to the drops tab. And it was, there it is. Okay. I guess that would have been a hell of a lot easier to do from the get-go, huh? Why is it not clicking on it? I'm not real sure. You can't click on it. Nothing happens. Very interesting. Huh. That's very interesting. So let's do this. Let's stop this one and present the other one I have here. See if it's just that for whatever reason, that page, but drops. Back down here, drop monsters. Nope. Can't click on it. So, oh, there it is. Okay, it finally came up. So yeah, they're still here. Shop collection. It's just taken a while for whatever reason. Umbrella Academy. Okay. Yeah, here they are. And there's still crates available too, I do believe. So yeah, there's how do I get to the crates is the question. Okay, so here's the I don't want to add funds to buy, but okay, so Unleash the Beast drop has already occurred. May find crates in the drop marketplace. They're $32.50 currently for a drop crate, or you can go on and find one that you actually like and do that. So, yes, there could be some sort of reward for drop monsters at some point. I'm not sure that we'll see that. I know why I couldn't find that because I didn't have any. So I currently only own 2. That's all I've got. Tavares and yeah, anyway, those 2 names. But mine are the backgrounds in Epic and Mouth is Uncommon. The other one that I got in a trade has the clothing that is Epic, and that is it. I don't have any packs today to open, or I should have done that, but I wasn't prepared. Didn't really think about it before I went live, but that's where we are. So, yeah, I don't know why that was acting that way, but for whatever reason, eventually it came up. I don't know. Yeah. So, anyway, Jessica Rabbit, I was going to show you guys. Jessica Rabbit. Looking fine. With no pog. I have no idea where it is. Probably in the bottom of this bag over here. Or gone forever. I have no idea. Yeah, I've thought about getting more involved in the drop monsters, but I also thought about getting more involved in some of the other NFTs that are out there that have little um, games and activities tied to them that are out there. You can go track those kind of things on popandstock.com and check those out. I think Digital Pop Kingdom has a NFT. I know they do. They've got some stuff out there, so definitely check all that out. But back to the arcade again. I'm glad that they rewarded those top spots. That's great. But I want to see something that pushes the market, pushes people in, gets people buy, sell, trading, and burning, and making these things happen. If I thought that there were going to be some there a big movement, or if there's going to be some big surprise or whatever, and I don't know. I just don't. What I was going to say is I'd be incentivized to go buy collections if there was just more activity. And I may do it anyway. I may go into the market and try to buy some collections, some other people's collections to see, because we don't know what's coming down the road. And if they do something, I'd like to have some extras just to burn and do what I need to do with. But I don't want to buy anything crazy. I'm not looking to buy somebody's $10,000 wallet or anything. But I may go try to buy up a handful of smaller ones. Did I get the pack you sent? Did you send a pack? Oh, I did. Look at you. Man, you are a rock star, Austin. Thank you so much. Let's rip it. You want to rip it? We're going to rip it, right? I mean, that's what I do. I rip it. See how excited I get? And you say rip it, I'm ripping it. This is a cool pack too, guys. This is a cool pack. You haven't seen it yet. You don't know what it is, but this is going to be a fun one to rip. Rip it, rip it, rip it. Awesome. All right. So we're going up here. Look what it is. Daria. I love it. So here it is. Daria. Oh, it's a premium pack. What? This is crazy. All right. Let's see what we can pull here. See if it'll let me yet. Pack number 3575 of 9,500. And here we go. Oh, baby. You guys ready? Let's do this. All right. Card number 1. We got a common Brittany Taylor. We've got, Epic Jane Lane. Uncommon Daria. Watch these mint numbers too. Common Daria. I like any fun mint numbers, like random, whatever. All right. What do we got? Epic Jody. We got a 343 on that one. Common Jane Lane, 1345, 1345. I like the 1, 2, 3, 4s and the 777s and the. All right. So another Jody Common, 1864. It's a fine year. Daria Uncommon. A rare Jane Lane. Let this animation play out a little bit. Okay. Next up, Epic Trent Lane. Just jamming out two little tunes. What do you guys think he's playing there? Next card, Uncommon Trent Lane. Still rocking it out. We got a common Jody. What was that mint number? 1940. 1391. Next card, Rare Daria, 525. Next one up, Common Trent, still chilling on the couch with his guitar. Freebird for sure. I love it. Common Jane Lane, 1891. I think this is our last card. And boom, Common Daria, 3196. Oh, there is a series coin, it looks like. Boom. And a series coin. There they are. Looks that's a decent pack. 3 epics, couple of rares, and a series coin. That's pretty solid. I dig it. I dig it. And let me go back over here. Austin, thank you so much. That is pretty awesome. Daria coins very rare. Okay. All right. I guess I should have looked at that, huh? I can go back here real quick and I got a mint 2 Daria in my wallet, the legendary. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I freaking love it. All right, Daria coin. Yeah, lowest price, $2.97 on that. That's pretty solid. And $1.26 on the epic, dollar on that epic, $1.96 on that epic. And we're still at 9 cents on the rares. Looks like 9 cents on the rares. But $2.97, that's a solid series coin. Much love, Austin. Thank you so much. And Climbing Moon, yes, yours is the other tracker that we were talking about in the last video. So definitely, guys, we learned a lot about those trackers last week or last live stream. So definitely go check those out. High value set for sure. I got 2 master sets. Really, I don't have a master set yet. Not yet. I'm still building up to. I just haven't gotten to Daria yet. So I don't think I was collecting at that time. Do you need any of those for a third set, or can I send those back to you? I mean, you may want them for the arcade. You just let me know, and you know I like to rip, but I'm happy to send them all back. So let's see. All right, so somebody said Umbrella Academy, and that's it. Nobody else had a thought on what the next drop should or would be. You are a rock star, Austin. Thank you so much. Truly a rock star. I like those NFTs. I like those. I'm kind of excited to see what they come out with next. Do you think? Let's do this. I'm going to call it right now. Let's go back over here to Droppp. I'm going to go through the drops of old. And we've seen 2 of these. We won't get 2 of those. We won't get 2 of those. Let's see, what is it? March, April. So May. We've already got 2 of those. Let's go series 2 of. Not any of that, probably. Just got that. We're probably not going to get that. Stranger Things we've gotten 2 series of, right? Power Rangers we have. I could see a series 2 of Jurassic Park or Steven Universe. Maybe a series 2 of Back to the Future. Or maybe that's what we're looking at next. Or a series 2 of Harry Potter. I'm going to call it now. I'm going to go with Harry Potter series 2 is the next drop. That's what I'm going to say. He said, Pop in the Show Me State says, I'm sure it'll be something anime. I don't know. They just did Avatar, so they might take a break from that. But I'm surprised they haven't done more of like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or any of those things. I want more Scooby-Doo. That would be a series 3. Okay. Maybe a Star Wars in May. Roughly around the 4th, maybe. I don't know. Could be a Star Wars around the 4th. Although every time we think they should do something like that, they it's not when it happens, right? So I don't know. Wouldn't make perfect sense to have a Star Wars Series 2 drop on May the 4th, but I don't see it happening. Yeah, My Hero Macadamia, as Grown Kids TV would call it. That would be one I'm surprised they haven't done yet. But, you know, we could get like a My Little Pony Series 3 for all I know. It's impossible to tell. Halloween set is what I wait for every year. I agree. I'm a huge horror fan. Love all the Halloween stuff. You guys know I'm still looking for. I did get some messages, people showing me where to go to get Twisty. and I know he's out there on the market. I'm looking for the one with the sticker because I'm a sticker nerd. I don't know. So I'm looking for the one with the sticker, which is the higher valued one. And there's some out there, but the ones I saw were either damaged or, I mean, they weren't, I don't care about damage, but these were like damaged, like destroyed. So I love a Dexter set as seen as they did the pops recently. Yeah, I just saw that today that they had that Dexter pop. I haven't seen the series, but you guys know I'm going for Twisty to go with my Captain Spaulding and Art the Clown. For those of you who don't know, it's to complete this trifecta. I've got I like horror, and I tattooed creepy evil clowns on my arm. So I need that third one to go with it. So I'm in the hunt still for Twisty. Should be ordering it probably this week or next. Now, you guys want to talk about mystery boxes? Anybody have thoughts on the state of the mystery box market? I keep telling myself I kind of want to get back into buying mystery boxes. There's just something, I don't know. I watch like a Luau video or, Pop and Duo video, those guys, and I see the mystery boxes and they're still intriguing to me. I still like them. I don't want to collect any of them. And I don't really want to have to resell any of them and go through all that. But then I keep convincing myself, like, maybe I'll buy up some mystery boxes to stockpile some stuff for an F Cancer event. But then, like, why buy $5,000 worth of pops to sell and ship to raise $5,000 to donate to American Cancer Society when I can just donate the original 5 in the first place? So there's part of me that wants to do it and part of me that doesn't. But then stuff like what's happening right now happens. And as you've probably seen on Pop and Duo or Funko 411 or Gasolcast videos, there's some shady stuff going on out there. No, I don't want to buy a Freddy as Marty McFly or a Freddy as any of those guys, Teen Wolf or none of those right now. I would be pretty pissed if I got those boxes. And as I commented on the video, if they were legit, they would have just said. So I bought a mystery box from a company, reputable company, years ago, and when I got it, there was a problem with it. I contacted them. I believe it was Nerdy Newt, if I'm thinking about it correctly. It was Nerdy Newt. I got this awesome pop. I loved it, but there was a problem with it. I contacted them. They immediately sent me a shipping label, refunded my money, took care of it, and I continue to buy boxes from them because that's what you do when there's something called into question. If those are legit, then refund the money, take them back, prove they're legit, and then put them in a future run. I don't see what the problem is. But the more defensive they get, I don't know who's buying master cases of a Comic-Con special, specific pop. It doesn't happen. So Funky Bop is the company we're talking about. And so Funky Bop sold Pop and Duo a box. He opened it. Funko 411 recognized the pops that were in it and said, hey, you might want to double check those. They could be fakes, not saying they are, but we're not really sure. And then there's this company in China that's making these and selling them on eBay, and they have massive quantities of these limited pieces, and they keep getting sold and sold and sold. So, and the boxes, if they are fake, they're incredibly well done. But the skin tone's a little darker, the hair's a little darker, the heads are a little bit different shaped. There's all these problems with it, but at first glance, you wouldn't necessarily know. Unless you had a real one to put next to it, you wouldn't notice the difference. Stickers on the bottoms, everything looks good. And so, everybody just said, like, we don't really know. Could be fake, could not be fake. We don't know. I'm just saying it. I think that a legitimate company, whether they were fake or not, would have issued the refund, taken them back, done what they needed to do, and taken care of the customer. In this case, they've gone to war with these, channels and are trying to say that they've done right and these guys are, smearing their name and whatever else. And that's just not the case. I don't even care if they are real. Cool. Still do the refund. If they're called into question, do the refund. I mean, I've sold 1 million mystery boxes. Well, not 1 million, but I've sold a lot of mystery boxes. And if anybody ever called me, I watch people open them on their YouTube channel. And when I see damage that I didn't notice that might have even happened in shipping, I reach out to them and say, hey, if you want, I'll refund you your money, or I'll trade you out in even swaps or something else, whatever. Like, it's never my intention to screw anyone over. And I think that's what, and I'm just a guy selling them out of my basement. Like, these are supposed to be reputable companies that do this for a living. And if that's the way they do business, it's just shady on every level. It's just shady. So, whatever. I mean, that's the kind of shit. Every time I want to get back into the mystery box game, boom, you have another scam come out or potential scam come out, and it just makes you go, I don't know. There's only so many companies that are out there doing these things. And so what's the point? I do still have a lot of pops that I could get rid of, but not enough to do any kind of major run for an F cancer. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet for that this year. We'll figure something out. If we don't, we'll just donate anyway. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that. I'd like a refund. I opened an F cancer box from 2022 the other day and didn't get the one I wanted. Well, yeah, let's listen. I'm not saying the statute of limitations is up on that, but if you would have said because it was damaged, I would have refunded you. But because you said you didn't get the one you wanted, that's a problem. That's why we call them mystery boxes. But Charles, I love your videos lately that has these boxes that you've been sitting on for years. Like, I don't even know how that happens. I can't do that. I've never been able to do that. If I get a box in the mail, I got to do a video immediately or else I'll open it. I can't do it. So the fact that, you and Randy and a bunch of other people I know or just hoard those things over in the corner of the room blows my mind. I don't know how you do it. But if you don't want that, Charles, I do have a very nice anime pop over here that I can swap you out for. I know I still have an anime pop or two. But yeah, the other part is watching Luau's videos where he does the what's it actually worth. And it's not a knock on mystery box companies. It's just that PPG isn't up to date with what current actual market values are. And so what something is really selling for is often different than what is listed on PPG. And it's never in the favor of the person with the pop. So PPG is always higher than what it's actually selling for. I open it before I even film opening it on camera. I can't help myself. I know, right? It's such an urge. I think I probably have in the past opened a box, looked at it, retaped it, and then opened it in a video. I guarantee it. Well, I know that I've opened a box, recorded a video, opened the box. And this is like one of my first videos ever too. Opened the whole thing, showed it off, did the values, did the whole thing, and then the whole file was corrupted and it didn't work. Or I was overly critical, I think, too, and I hated it for some reason. So I wrapped them all back up, put them all back in the box, taped it all back up, and then reopened the box and did a whole new video on it. So pretty ridiculous, but those were in the early days of the channel, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You still have Series 1 Trek. I was stoked to complete. I have the entire NFT set. I don't have the physicals anymore. In fact, I think I have, let's look. Collection tracker, OG Star Trek is going to be down here at the bottom. I've got 4 royalty sets. and I'm only missing the epics on a 5th. And then if you look at this, I have the master set. So I've got 8 Klingons, 6 Scotties, 2 Captain Kirks, 1 Spock. I've sold a bunch of Spocks, 4 of the royalty cards, and then 8 series coins. So yeah, just short of 5 total sets. I love that set. Yeah, Milky, absolutely. Absolutely. I've done some really dumb things over the course of the YouTube channel, and with the mystery boxes, and I really, I think more than anything, I miss things like the box battle series, and I just long for the nostalgia of the early days of getting those boxes and the excitement of it. I don't really even want the pops anymore. It could be about anything else, but the whole ridiculousness of trying to eat cereal while being electrocuted, and because I lost the box battle is crazy. I miss those days. The dog shot collar or the taser, or even just like Mentos or the cinnamon challenge or any of that stuff was always fun. Remember when Mitchie had to jump in the pool full of ice on the deck that was covered in snow? That was a great one. That was some fun stuff. Yeah, Austin, it's a little out of control on the early days of the early days of the collecting. You go down here like TMNT, just 1. Big Boy, 2 on that. So we go to Funkoween, 1. But here's where we get started, because this is where I got into the game, was around Star Trek. So 4 of those. Bob Ross, I wasn't in on it during the drop, but I have 9 royalty sets of retro comics. Transformers, I've got 2, and I'm only missing 2 epics to complete a 3rd. Scooby-Doo, I've got 3, or I'm just short of 3. So yeah, there's a lot of insanity in this. I mean, I'm sure other people have crazier ones, but I've got it. Here's Kellogg's. I have 6 royalty sets. My Little Pony, I have 5. 5 royalty sets of Jay and Silent Bob. And some of these, I don't even know how I got a royalty set, except I went back and bought them later. 3 of the Looney Tunes, 2 Game of Thrones. So yeah, I mean, to say I was out of control in the early days is an understatement, but I enjoyed every minute of it. Dip your toe in a Temu surprise box. We could rerun it. I would love a Temu surprise box. I would do that. Oh, RIP to Wink Martindale. Wow. GG's. Wink Martindale. Man, I haven't heard that name in a hot minute. Honestly, I didn't know he was still alive. But a beloved game show host. Gotta love Wink Martindale. I don't think we have a Wink Martindale pop. Otherwise, people will be running around trying to sell their Wink Martindale pops. That's what happens. Yeah. Well, I don't know what else there is to cover, other than if you guys want to see us do other content on this channel, I would be down to hearing suggestions of what maybe we could do that isn't buying $1,000 mystery boxes. But I would like to do some more things. I'm not sure what they would be yet, but I'm definitely down for it. So probably do some more videos here coming soon, and then definitely going to be updating the Droppp Arcade randomly as we get new announcements or things happen. Maybe if we get a drop announcement this week or next week, I'll go live to talk about the new drop, whatever the IP is going to be. Again, I've already called it. I don't remember what I said, but that's what I think it's going to be. I got a guy in China making one. It'll be a top hit next box. Make sure you get it autographed too. Make sure you get it autographed. So if they announce anything in drop, whether it's a new one coming down, or if it is a announcement to the arcade, or any activity that comes up with that, any more surprises or stuff, we'll get into that. I do need to do one more thing before I run. We've got to get back to the leaderboard because we have to get 1,000. What is it? We basically have to get 1,000. Okay, a little over 1,000 points now to get back over 150. So we're going to go back up here and burn a few things. See what we got. Oh, Harry Potter Series 2. That is what I said. Whoa, what is this? Why do packs just keep randomly showing up in my Droppp account? What is happening? Austin, this has got you written all over it. What is going on? What is going on? This is the promo pack. These are OG promo packs. Good stuff. We're going to rip those. We're going to rip them. Let me burn a couple of things here real quick. Arcade mode. Let's go to series coins because what do I need? 1,000 points, somewhere around there. Oh, I need to go A to Z. All right, so we're definitely going to get rid of 2 of these. We'll get rid of a Dungeons and Dragons. Kind of like those, kind of like those, kind of like those. We'll get rid of one of these. Secret Squirrel. Kellogg's, no. Here, we can get rid of My Little Pony. Is this Nicktoons 2? Let's get rid of one of those. Let's get rid of a Power Ranger. That's 1,400 points, so we can move up, and that'll get us to position number 146. So there we are. Back to 146. We'll go refresh this. And 146. All right, right between Almighty. Well, let's jump to it. All right, right between Almighty G and OPOBIH. So we're at 146. All right, let's go back over here. I don't think you can, to be honest. Not in Droppp. Oh, you're right. Well, maybe. Can you? Yeah. No, you got to visit. You got to go take those back. Okay. We'll investigate that further because I'll be able. I think, can you open them on Atomic, right? I'll move them to Atomic and see. Well, let me research it before I do because I don't want to send them to. Yeah, no, I can send them to Atomic Hub. So, what is my Atomic Hub account? I don't know why I can't remember it off the top of my head. 4ggkk.c.wam. 4ggkk.c.wam. We'll move those over there. We'll see if we can rip them over there. Done. Then we're going to go back over here and we're going to remove that from the screen and we're going to pull up Atomic Hub here in just a second. Yeah, they're there. So let's present, share screen, window, Atomic Hub. Boom. Get it on screen. All right, here we go. So here are these. The question is, how in the hell do I open them? Unpack. So this is, I want to open the other one first. So we're going to click here. We're going to click on unpack and see if this works. Mitchie says Taco Bell. Poppin' and Show Me Stay says yes, please. Look at that. We can open them. Mitchie, no, thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to open the promo pack, and this is Series 2. We should probably open Series 1 first, huh? Let's open Series 1 first. Open promo pack. I don't remember this animation. Okay. Same thing. What we get? Common Freddy Funko promo. All right, now we're going to open more. So that was the Freddy. Let's get a max in this one. I don't care if it's common or rare. I just want a max. Let's get it. She says, but it's Taco Tuesday. Doesn't fit in the diet. All right, Freddy Rare. That's even better. Okay. I mean, it's not better than a max, but it's, you know what I'm saying. All right, let's go back over here, go to wallet or inventory. We should see those two in here now. So that Freddy, $1.08. Common Freddy on Series 1 is 88 cents. It's big stuff. I'm going to move those back over to Droppp. And then, sorry, I can't think and type at the same time. And then Austin, we got to, when I get these moved, I'm going to keep saying it. I keep putting it out there. I'm happy to send those back. Those are pretty good pulls. Those are cool. And I love a good pack opening. I promise on the next live, I'll be more prepared. I'll have some packs to rip as well. You said no diet. Are you calling me fat that I shouldn't eat it? All right. I'll eat Taco Bell. You know what I like. Just hook me up, but don't go crazy. I'm not even hungry. Austin, you're a beast, man. You're a beast. We're going to do something fun and have some more packs to open on this next one as well. And we're going to do any updates that come up. We're going to talk about them. So if anybody has anything that they want to express or talk about, or, for an upcoming live, whether it's about Droppp Arcade or anything else, then we should definitely do that. I'm definitely not a bean burrito kind of guy. No shot. I kind of like a chalupa supreme without tomatoes, and I'm definitely a soft taco guy, and I'm all about the nachos Belgrande. Bitchy. All right. On that note, Austin, I can't thank you enough for making this fun and exciting with those pack rips. It always makes for a better live stream. I should be better prepared in the future. But thank you all so much for being here and sharing this night with me. Hope you got something out of it. Not a lot to be said. Not a lot of new stuff to be even discussed. We're at 1.5 million. We still have like 60 some days left, and 1.5 million burned. 60 some 3 days left, I think. And, rewards for the top 3 and a handful of others. 8 other people got packs today. So that's exciting. And so, a pretty cool day, but nothing that really moves the needle. I'm looking for the next big announcement that's going to shake things up. Let's get it. Well, when we do, you will know, because you'll see it here first. I'll be all over it. We'll live stream it, talk about it, and continue to go forward from there. So when we get down to that last week, it's going to get crazy and exciting, and I cannot wait. So, all right. Anyway, you guys have been awesome tonight. Thank you so much for being here and supporting, as you always are. I can't thank you enough. I know that time is valuable, and here you are spending yours with me. And I'm grateful to be able to be here spending it with you guys. So have a great time, and we will see you in the next one. Oh, yeah, we will. And then I got to sit here and talk because I have no idea when it